First, let me begin by welcoming all of you to the Ministry of Energy to the inauguration of the steering committee, the oil and gas capacity board. And let me extend the minister's greetings to you. This is a very important meeting. The Honorable Minister, who have really wanted to be here this year. Unfortunately, because of our commitments, he could not be here. I extend his greetings to you. As you know, this is a very important day because we've come a long way to today. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you. As you can recall, with the discovery of oil and gas, the focus has been how we grow the Ghanaian capacity so that we can begin the journey to ensure that we benefit as a country from this oil farm. And the critical need to grow the necessary capacity was Strategic Industry Transparency Initiative, the Ghana Revenue Authority, Environmental Protection Agency, Office of the Attorney General, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, GMPC, and the Petroleum Commission. The second major component, the provision of technical and professional skills to Ghanaian workers needed by the petroleum sector, where the beneficiaries include Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Regional Maritime University, Takwadi Technical Institute, and the Kikam Technical Institute. Project resource with total 38 million will be supplemented by para-technical assistance from Norway, the USA, and possibly other bilateral donors. The government has already provided $1 million towards the construction of petroleum engineering laboratory, while GMPC and EPA are respectively contributing resources for the construction of a data center and laboratories. The project will be managed by a project coordinating unit housed within the Ministry of Energy, while oversight of the PCU will come from steering committee chaired by the Ministry of Energy. Other members of the steering committee will include the chief directors from Education, Energy, Finance, Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, as well as the provost of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, College of Engineering, and the executive directors of EPA Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, the main reason for this meeting is to assemble the steering committee so we know by faces those who steer the project. I know that we will have very busy schedule, however, you should be able to gather once every quarter to assess progress on the project and to ensure that the intended objectives are being met. We therefore need your ideas in helping move this project forward. It is very critical that we make this succeed, because if we have said that the oil and gas fund must be a blessing and not a curse, it begins with building the necessary capacity. And that is why we are urging you to take your roles here very seriously. Let me take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the World Bank for the assistance provided to the energy sector. And let me thank all of you for coming and wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much. We will then move to the quarterly report, and that will be presented by Mr. Les Cheng.
Is institutional development and sector management. It focuses on improved management, regulation, and increased transparency. Component B provides technical and professional skills to Ghanaian workers needed by the petroleum sector. And it focuses on enhancing technical skills in the sector through support to vocational training schools and KFUST. The project itself became effective last Friday, May 20th. That was following the no objection by the AG's office. The World Bank wrote to the Ministry of Finance that the project had become effective. But before then, it was approved by the World Bank's executive directors on December 20th. Then it went to Cabinet, and from Cabinet went to Parliament. So as we speak, the project is effective. Although the effective date was last Friday, we've been working since the World Bank approval. The process of establishing the PCU commenced in April with the recruitment of key personnel, including myself, the project manager, Mr. Samuel Afram. Mr. Afram is a project manager. Procurement specialist and procurement specialist, that's Mr. Amisa, and project accountant, Mr. Ahin. Both Mr. Ahin and Mr. Amisa perform similar roles in the JIDA project, so they bring in a lot of experience. So it's making the project move faster because they are used to most of the processes, the World Bank processes. So that's a big help. The process to procure the service of contractors for renovation in offices of the Ministry of Energy for the PCU offices is ongoing. We don't have enough offices in the ministry, so we're trying to renovate some offices to create space for the PCU. So that's ongoing. And once it's done, when you visit the ministry, you can find us. But as I speak, I'm on this floor, and Mr. Afram is ground floor below. The office equipment for, first let me start with the Ministry of Energy. We have received offers for office equipment, but because we haven't finished the renovation of the offices, we have not, the equipment has not been delivered. Equipment for the Petroleum Directorate is being consolidated with equipment for EPA, convex, and Yoko. And offers are expected within the next couple of weeks. Vehicles for the project and for the Ministry of Energy, the Petroleum Directorate, EPA, and convex have been consolidated. We have received offers, and the bid to be open at the end of the month. In terms of consultancies for the Ministry of Energy, work is here to start. And the training plan for the Petroleum Directorate, as well as other training units in the Ministry of Energy, is still being prepared. Let me pause here and talk about training. The whole project is about capacity building. If you get vehicles and you get equipment and you don't train the staff, you don't build capacity. So training is very, very essential. And, it's a long process. People have to get admissions if they have to, go to universities and other places. PNUST, they have to bring in, professors on sabbatical, or, send students outside for training. All these things take time. And the World Bank processes also take time. So we have to start that. Some of us have not brought in our training programs, but we need to do this quickly, so that people can benefit, from the project. So we are, going ahead with ordering equipment and so on, but for me, training people is very, very important. So for those of us who have not submitted training programs, we need to do this quickly so that we can put everything together and send to the World Bank for approval. In terms of data management, that's GNPC. I believe GNPC information to the PCU. A draft bidding document is being completed for submission to the panel for board. I think we've moved quite far here, and I hope that this one will be completed soon. I think EPA intends to go on a tour to look at some, vessels, before we decide on which one to purchase. That's still under discussion. Lab at PNUST. The provost is not here. I understand his flight has been delayed in Kumasi. So he called whilst on the plane. I don't know whether he's going to. He's certainly going to come, but he's not going to be this meeting. One thing they have done is that they have provided